Hi guys, and welcome back to Flossmass day 7, I think. I'm not gonna lie, I have completely got myself confused on what day of Flossmass this is, what part of my sow I'm meant to be releasing, and feel like because I have been quite unwell and my head wasn't 100% straight with things, I got a little bit confused. So I'm saying it's Flossmass day 7. Don't know if that's correct or not, but for me, we are currently the 7th of December, so must be Flossmas Day 7. Also, I have got to part 6 stitched, so part 7 will be this evening. So, releasing part 7 of my Flossmas sow this evening. So, this is how far I've got with my sow. I am stitching mine on an 18 count stone from Fibre on a Whim, which is a light grey, and I am really enjoying it. I did mess up and I realised I actually cut off 10 stitches off the end, so I had to do a little bit of frogging yesterday, but I am now back on track and I am going to be stitching part 7. So part 6 was just these little buttons in the corner, which took literally about 10 minutes, which I was rather glad about because of my little whoopsie. You can still see I've got some thread that I need to take out there, but little whoopsie. Today's part is a little bit of a thicker part of the stitching. We have got the bobbin today, but what I will do is I will stitch the end caps of the bobbin, stitch the illustration in the middle, and then just do fill in. That's what I find a lot easier with that, because fill in I can do even if I'm really tired. So that is the only actual stitching I have to show you. I do have some FFOs. So at the Jingle Ball, I took 4 classes. I really enjoyed them. I did find it was a bit annoying with the platform this year. There was a lot of buffering. There was a lot of issues with the recordings, and it wasn't due to my internet. A lot of people were having the same issues at exactly the same time. I just think there were so many people on the platform. However, I have checked back at the recordings and it doesn't show up as much in the recordings, so that's quite good. But I did take 3 classes. The first class I took was Annie B's Christmas Pairs. Now I have another one stitched. I have Joy stitched. So Joy is already stitched and ready to go. I did struggle a little bit with the FFOing of this in the actual first video. I got this done during the video, but I think the second one would be a lot easier. But I really enjoyed it, and my pair is not perfect. However, I do have a finished pair. I've just stuffed mine with polyfill because that's what I had. So mine is quite light. I do understand that she does say to put weights in it. I just didn't have anything. So my first pair is finished. I am going to stitch the Noel pair because I'm so close to a finish on that. And then I will FFO the other 2 the same way, so that way I have all 3 finished. So I'm going to hold off finishing the Joy, FFO and the Joy until I've stitched the Noel, which I will probably pick up tomorrow if I have time, and then we'll go from there. So that was my first class. Really enjoyed it. Really recommend a class from Annie B's. Again, that was really good. My second class was my hands-on design, Stand Up for Santa. I really enjoyed the stitching of this. I have since realised I completely forgot to do my backstitch line down his jacket. Oh well, it is not happening now, it's finished. Once again, a class with Kathy Hoberman is an amazing thing. I really enjoy her classes. I would fully recommend joining a class from her. She is such an amazing teacher. She has such a way of teaching that it's so simple to understand, and yet you come out with something beautiful. So I had to add some rick-rack to the edge of mine because I kind of, at one point, I wasn't feeling great and I wasn't completely listening, and I snipped into the side of my stitches. And because I stitched mine on 20 count Belliana even weave, it frays like no one's business. it completely frayed and I had no fabric there, so I had to stitch it closed and I just covered it with the rickrack so you wouldn't notice. But I have a nice little stand up now that can go on my side. Really enjoyed the class once again. And then my third class, which is my final FFO, is the Stacey Nash Ginger. Now her class was amazing. Unfortunately, I think hers was the busiest class and it crashed the system. That wasn't her fault. That was obviously all of us on there at the same time. But I did manage to walk out with an amazing little finish, and I am looking forward to stitching some more of these. I do have a few finished stitching, I just haven't FFO'd them. But the way she did it was so simple that I think I will just have a little bowl of these in no time at all. But that is my Gingy. So the last class I did was the Snow Globe from Hello from Liz Matthews. Now I didn't get my pre-stitching done for that. I had stitched the outline of two of the trees, I just didn't get a chance to finish it. But watching her class, her technique was amazing. So I am looking forward to finishing that. It probably won't be until the Christmas break, or I might even do it with some other stitching to give the technique a try. But really, really enjoyed her class and loved it. I did get a few new charts. They are all PDFs, so I don't have anything to show you, but I really enjoyed the stitching haul as like the stitching rooms were really fun. I did enjoy them. I was in the international room for most of the time, but I didn't actually join in as much as I did in previous years. I just wasn't feeling great, but the stuff that I did join in, I was really happy about. So let's have a look at my advent. Now, because I didn't do a video yesterday, I have two to open. I have day 6, so I do apologise for the noise. Yes, I am ripping into it like a heathen. Oh, we have another Aurifil. This, what is the weight of these ones? I don't know what the weight of the ones on the wooden bobbins are. I have used these before. This is a gorgeous orange. This would actually work really well for the nose of my snowman in the winter rules. So may keep that one out. And day 7. Oh, this is cool. We have some pom-pom trim in red and blue. So the red one, the pom-poms look slightly bigger. I don't know if you can actually see that. Maybe if I pull the pom-poms down a bit, you might be able to see it. And then there is a gorgeous blue one as well. I have to say, this is probably the best advent calendar I have had so far. Really great, amazing value for money, and everything in there is stuff that I would use. Normally with the advents, I find there's like 2 or 3 things that I'm like, pass that one on straight away, or things like that. But everything that we have received so far, we've received a lot of different variety of threads, which I love because I can try new threads. We've now had some finishing items, which is really cool. So looking forward to that. Right, I am going to head off. I am gonna try and get the next part of this one stitched this evening. I have just done a massive tidy up. Oh, the other thing that I haven't shown you, I have spent the past 2 hours, I was watching Harry Potter and creating a felt garland. In the school I work at, we want to decorate with felt garland. I had a load of felt. So I have got 4 meters of felt garland that I have made this afternoon. So I've done that. I've actually cleaned my flat a little bit because I always think that makes you feel a bit better, getting a nice fresh start. So I'm now going to chill in front of the TV. I'm debating, do I want to watch a Christmas movie or do I just want to carry on watching Flossmass? I kind of want to watch a Christmas movie, I just don't know which one. So why don't you let me know down in the comment section below if you have a favourite Christmas movie and what movie is that. Right, I'm going to head off and stitch and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys, happy stitching.